How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm just so excited to speak with you. I saw this movie a bit ago and I have like sat with this and I was just like, when are they starting press so I can interview you and get into this movie? Oh my goodness. Tell me about working on Shelby Oaks. When did you first like come across this project and kind of tell me your early feelings on it?
Well, it sort of came out of the blue, just like a script sent to my agent and I wasn't familiar with Chris and I wasn't familiar with Paper Street Productions, so I got the script out of nowhere and I read it and I thought it was really interesting and I thought the part was incredible and I was really flattered that they thought of me. So then I was able to watch the Paranormal Paranoids videos because they had already been made ahead of time. So I was able to see some of what they'd shot of the found footage. And then I talked to Chris over Zoom and it went from there. And then it was actually about a year before we started filming, but
I love that you had that early reaction to it because it's an easy film to kind of get sucked into. I think horror has that thing. Speaking of horror, tell me about your history with the genre. What is your familiarity? Is this something that you do enjoy, or is this kind of something you've stumbled upon now and did amazingly? You are a good scream queen. I think so.
oh, thank you. That makes me so happy. No, I've always loved horror. I've always been a fan of it and I enjoy watching it and I enjoy doing it. So the fact that it likes me back, I couldn't be happier about.
It's a genre that it will immediately, like the fans are so passionate, when you are feeling it. And I think you fit well into it. And Mia gets to stand up as this like great female horror character, which we have a lot of, but I really, really liked Mia. What was it about this character that you were like, ooh, I need to get into all of her?
What I really liked about her is that in a way it's her stubbornness. It's like when everyone around her is telling her, move forward, this is done, move on with your life, she's going, no, screw you. I believe this. And even if you think I'm nuts, I'm going to keep going forward. And I think that's so ballsy and so cool about her.
Yeah, she has this like real quality that drive, that passion. Do you find any similarities in Mia? I mean, hopefully, please not too many. Like just the good traits of her.
Yeah, I think there definitely are. Like, I can definitely get an idea in my head and run with it too far. That's something I can relate
Mhm.
to just become sort of fixated on one idea and know that that's right and just pursue it until it becomes insane. So I could definitely relate to that.
Camille, we might both be spiralers because I am often someone that is like, I'm on this. This is my path now, and I'm getting it done, sometimes to my detriment. But again, that's kind of the Mia character. I
Sometimes
really
good too, right? Yeah.
absolutely, sometimes you try to figure out the mystery of your dead sister. It's like no, I really I got again this character and the story was just so fun. But I also like the filmmaking style here. You get like found footage, documentary, a little bit of traditional filmmaking as well. Did that shape your preparation for it? Because I feel like you're making three separate movies sometimes, it feels like, and it's interesting and it works together, but it's so disjointed in ways.
Yeah, I think for me in the preparation, it was sort of easy because where Mia begins is with this documentary and all hope is lost. Like there's nothing for her to move forward with. So she's kind of stuck. And then when she gets new pieces of information and she's able to move forward, the style changes, but also her intention changes at the same time. So all of a sudden she's reinvigorated and now she's an investigator, or whatever, because she is meeting the moment. And I think so then that makes the style work for me as an actor as well.
Yeah, I think this is such a weird filmmaking style, and I think that's what I love about Chris Stuckman's filmmaking here. Is I don't know too many movies that are like, no, it's Blair Witch and paranormal. Like, you know what I mean? It's both of them together, and I feel like I thought it would have been hard as an actress to kind of get into it, but of course you did this amazingly well. And that also goes into what research do you do for something like this? Are you a true crime person? I live with one. My partner loves it. And I walk into the room at night and it's like she murdered her husband. I'm like, I don't want to lay in bed next to this. Like, what are you doing?
I,
All right,
I do
so
like it. I do watch
oh,
that
of
at night.
course.
Oh yeah, 100%. Some lady got kidnapped. She was held for 3 years. Oh yes, please. I want to watch that show.
Did you kind of get into those kind of stories though for this character? Because I think Mia is such a research heavy character, and I don't know if you also became research heavy of an actress for this.
Yeah, I did. I definitely did do research. And I did some research on families who've had children go missing and things like that. And such a terrible tragedy. It's such an open wound with no resolution in sight. And so I thought that was really interesting about her, about the character, sort of what made her complicated, so that when she's fighting to find Riley, she's also fighting to rediscover her own life.
I love that because this film, I mean, that's what horror does well is you can have fun with the ooks and the spooks of it, but also you're talking about something very serious here. Did you, I guess you kind of did touch on that, but that heavy feeling that did you feel that with making this and also try to balance that respectful? And it seems like you did of being like, I want to tell this, even though we're making a horror movie that could be silly in times, you still really did respect the material. Did you find that kind of true?
Yeah, Chris and I talked a lot about the sister relationship, and
Mhm.
we both really wanted that to feel true and to feel strong, and I think we accomplished that. So, yeah, it was heavy at times. Certainly by the end of filming, I was pretty tired emotionally. But I love it. And also in between, it was a nice crew. It was a nice group of people. So we were still able to joke around and laugh. And like you say, horror can be both dark and fun and all the things. And I think that's what makes it such a good genre. It's a kind of the whole breadth of humanity.
Yeah, I mean, horror is obviously a thing I do enjoy, but I think that Shelby Oaks is one of those films that I kind of called it this like messed up family drama. Like it beyond goes behind. This was what I was like. I'm peeking into people's drama, which I don't like to do, but every now and then I'm
Oh,
like, what's
sure.
going on
Oh,
here?
sure.
Yes, yes, yes. As a film fan, I'm like, I don't love other people's drama, as that's all I watch all day. But I found myself like so compelled by this and kind of intrigued. Do you find that quality too, where you're just kind of like, ooh, what's going on over here? I just felt so sucked into this world and watching Mia just kind of like, Mia, what are we doing right now?
Yeah, no, totally. And I think, I feel like in playing her, and I think it comes through in the movie too. It's like, don't go down this path. Don't do that. You know, nothing good's gonna come of it. But at the same time, compelled to go and see what's there. And I think the audience feels that too. It's like, don't look around that corner, but do, because I really want to know.
No, I said in an interview earlier today that I support my women's rights, but I also support my women's wrongs. My women can make mistakes too.
Yeah.
There is mistakes being made. And sometimes I'm like, Mia, what is it about you? And when did that character click for you? Was there a moment during filming that you were like, oh, now I'm getting Mia? Or did that something kind of come after as this character sat with you?
I kind of, sort of in my preparation, I sort of came up with the idea, and I wrote on the front of my script that obsession is the lazy man's word for dedication. So I kind of thought this is how you approach Mia, right? I didn't come up with it. I found it somewhere. I don't know where.
Yeah.
But, if what seems obsessive to someone else just makes perfect sense to her, you know what I mean? Oh, here's this clue. I'm going to go follow it. Seems crazy to you? I think you're crazy.
You could have took credit for that profound statement, and I would have been like, "Oh my God, Camille Sullivan, like genius! Like
Yeah,
this,
that's
she is
fine.
the words woman of our time." No, I love that. So, not to, and nothing against Chris Tuckman, but he's such a new filmmaker. How was working with him? Did you find yourself not wanting to mother him at all, but being like, "No, I let me help you out," because, or was he pretty confident? I feel this feels like a confident filmmaker, as new as he is. It felt confidently made, and that's hard to do sometimes with debuts.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's really hard to do. And I think he did. And he did come in confidently because he came in so well prepared.
Mhm.
He knew what he wanted. He'd gone through everything. He was ready to rock on day one. So then that filled me with confidence. And then I think we were able to go from there. But at the same time as knowing what he wanted, he was also open to hearing what I wanted, and where there was room for compromise, we did. And it was just a really nice back and forth.
A filmmaker that's willing to kill their darling sometimes. Wow.
I know.
Oh, please,
Come on.
can we multiply more Chris's in this industry,
Yes.
please?
Yes,
And I
please.
again, I love hearing that. That seems like this was such an inviting feeling. Would there ever be a return to Shelby Oaks for you? Would this be something that, even with just working with Chris as well, is this something that you find yourself being like, I think in film we love a good, De Niro, Scorsese kind of thing. And I feel like you two You two
Oh,
might be, I don't know,
yes.
you two have this vibe
Oh,
together that
yes.
I'm like,
From
what are
your
you little
mouth
weird?
to God's ears. I hope so.
Yeah, what are you little weirdos doing over here? I love it.
He did mention at a couple of the Q&As that he already has ideas for both a sequel and a prequel. So I'm down for whatever he needs me for in any regard, anytime for sure.
Ooh, I like to hear that. Again, the material lends to that. I think Shelby Oaks like lives well on its own, and it's this like complete piece. But I was also one that, and I don't know if you felt the same way, being "But, like, is there more? Like, can I what?"
Yeah.
And I like with Mia, is there more that you feel like you can explore?
I think so. Well, I think there's a nice amount of ambiguity, I think, to the story. I don't want everything laid out for me. You know what I mean? So there's room in there to bring your own lore to it, to bring your own history. And so I think there's a lot left, or a lot to mine and Mia, wherever he would want to go with it, for sure. I feel like I could go back to her for a while, for sure.
Yeah, I love that. It felt like you guys weren't holding our hands between you as an actress and Chris as a writer director, being like, you guys weren't being like, no, let's guide you through. You guys just kind of threw us into this world. And again, that's a credit to you guys for the very believable bill, that believable factor to this. And I want to say thank you so much for speaking with me. It was a blast. You have very good friend quality where I'm like, ooh, I want to talk about more movies with you. What do you like? So no, it's been
Oh,
great
good. Yeah,
chatting with you.
anytime, anytime.
No, of course. Thank you so much. And you have a great day, okay?
Yeah.